up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's a little windy today. I'm gonna apologize if you cannot hear me very well. I am a long ways from home. Made my way up here to Sacramento. Quite the drive, and look what we got. We brought the Bronco up here. Came up here for a wedding, but I decided while I was up here, I just happened to be close enough to a man named Jay, Paint by Jay on Instagram. And I've met a lot of friends through Instagram in the last, I don't even know, 5-6 years of doing this whole YouTube Instagram thing. It's really cool, and I actually get to turn those friendships into meeting up in person. Much as, they used to tell us not to meet people online, in person. Anyways, so while I was up in Sacramento, I hit Jay up, and I was like, hey, let's try and do something cool. You're a painter. I want to get something painted by you. Got the Bronco right there. I'll go explain to you in a second here what we're doing. We are at Holden Collision and Restoration. And this paint shop is bar none, one of the nicest and cleanest paint shops I have seen, really ever, body shop wise. I'm currently getting blown away. We're not in Southern California anymore. All right, I'm gonna take you guys inside here. Also, it is Sunday today. Shout out to these guys for working hard on a weekend. Oh shoot, we're closing it up. We can't see. Oh, is this the reveal?
What up?
Jay, say hi to everybody. Look at this. We are just all decked out over here. There we go. Hold on, we can't get censor that back half right there for the YouTubes. But look at we got a work for it themed paint booth in this place. If that alone doesn't get you to come down here and give these guys some business, I don't know what will. The quality of the work. We'll show that in a second. But so Jay has been up. How late did you stay here last night?
8:30.
Okay, that's not bad.
Early night.
All right, I apprate that. So
Wasn't back up at 6.
Let me show the Bronco real quick. So you'll notice on the Bronco here, we are missing the grill, and it's one thing that we have not touched at all on this Bronco. And in my plans are in the rendering. The R in Bronco we were gonna do in an anodized-ish purple to match the anodized purple that we're gonna be doing underneath. So we were just gonna pull the R off and have Jay just do something. So I have something painted by Jay, because Jay does really good work. And then I was like, well, the grill's off. What if we paint the grill? And then, well, if we're gonna paint the grill, we should paint the letters. Came up with what I think is gonna be a cool little color scheme. So let's go inside and show you. Show us your work, man.
Right here.
Look at this. Woo! Dude, that is sick. So, Jay, would you just pull off the internet like a anodized purple-ish?
Yep. Picture off the internet.
There you go.
Mixed it.
Nice, dude. That looks freaking rad. So that was all we were gonna do. That was our whole plan, was to come up here and just do that. And then it's well, if the grill has to come off, let's get crazy with it. So the grill itself used to be kind of body colored. It was gray and dull. It wasn't anything special. So I'm well, let's kind of class it up a little bit here.
Yeah. And
we'll paint it a gloss black. And then, if we're painting this and we already got to pull all the letters off, well, the letters were white all the way across, which really goes with nothing on the vehicle. So then Jay went ahead and we color matched all the letters. That way, I think we're gonna have one of the more unique Bronco grills out there. I think this thing's gonna be sick. 100%. Huge thank you to you, brother, for putting in the hard work, because I'm only here for a couple days, and I know this is a ton to do grills. Look at these letters. Dude, these look so sick. Oh yeah, that's gonna look rad. I cannot wait for the "that's pink" comments.
Right. It's not pink.
I love doing things that are almost pink. Right. That way everybody freaks out. Dude, this grill is so sick. Woo. The gloss just really sets it off. Can we get a little tour of the shop?
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. Yeah. So it's also got to go on. It's got to drive 8 or 9 hours back home and survive the trip, hopefully. Okay, yeah, we're gonna triple bake it. All right, we're firing it up, getting things baked in here. We got secret temperatures. Oh, you were doing some playing, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so for the people that don't understand, because I've been through this process once, the amount of time it takes to mix, spray, kind of cure, look at, how long does it take to dial in a color like this?
This was a couple hours, because I went home and had to actually sleep on it because I was getting frustrated with it.
Gotcha.
But then I came back this morning, got it dialed.
Nice. Looks freaking rad.
And have it sprayed out of the purple gun.
There you go. Well, shoot, yeah, just match that. Yeah. That's anodized. There you go. Look at this. Look at this setup. I'm telling you guys, bar none, this is the nicest paint shop I've ever seen. Guns. Oh yeah. I think you guys got a plethora there of guns. Oh, these ones get the hard case.
This one might be empty though. kind of empty.
All right.
Not too bad.
Let's keep this tour going. Watch this. Like, this shop just keeps going. Yeah, yes. Check out Jay's bike. This thing is sick. So I love shop tours like this, especially, again, you could tell these guys actually care. And one thing I have not found about a paint shop is one that actually freaking cares. I mean, here's some of the quality work. So give me the details. I know there's like some extra special stuff on this.
Factory spec'd out Shelby Mustang. Not quite sure on the year. I think it's 70s.
All right.
But everything about it is back to original. I mean, even under the fenders, it's got the color with the red oxide primer and the black and the pen marks.
So yeah, let's show that. So that's the one thing, like, so this guy wanted this thing put back to right off the factory floor, right?
Yep, right off the factory floor. I mean, down to even the pen marks on the radiator support.
Yeah, so you guys like actually just like mimic
this thing to a complete factory build.
Nice. This thing is super rad. So what is this, like the sanding bay or?
It's the get shit done aisle.
Okay. I mean, I noticed we got some sweet filters here. And...
So this kind of can be a spray booth too.
Okay.
It was at one point for a bumper shop, but then we just took it over and now we do stuff over here. It mainly gets primer work over here.
Gotcha.
Primer makes a mess, so we don't care about the shop floor over here.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is freaking beautiful. Obviously, they're still, doing some work on it, but look at that shine.
Yeah, almost done. It's been about 6 years.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So we started off in the paint side of things. Now here's the, what is this, the body shop side? I mean, look how big this is. This is
where all the cars come, get tore down, estimated, blueprinted, repaired, and then sent to the paint shop.
But just like, look how clean it is in here. Like, they're in the middle of, what do we got in here? 10 cars?
10 cars.
And this place is just like super clean, super organized. I mean, look, we got whole bumper racks over here.
Parts racks.
I mean, we're even doing kayaks because,
yeah,
why not?
Might as well.
Apparently, you guys are like the go-to for razor fixes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So they've got one thing down by us that you don't see a lot of anymore. Is you don't see a lot of body shops that actually have like frame racks and all that stuff because it's just they'd rather send it off to a frame place that just does frames, then it gets sent back, and it's like every time you add another person, you're adding a bunch of time, and then you're adding more chances of something to go wrong. Whereas like this will literally go from the frame rack to the body shop to if something's wrong back to the frame rack, and like, or if they're getting the paint boot, like it's all right here. And that's like a dying thing down where we're at. So
the more you can keep in house, the better.
There you go. I mean, just look at like every freaking place, look at all the bumpers like wrapped up everywhere. This place is super freaking nice.
Organized.
Yeah, organized means better workflow. This looks nothing like my shop. That's why our workflow sucks.
This whole trailing arm was ripped out, and then our guy did all the frame repair under here. He's still mid-process of fixing it.
Nice. Can we show this thing that you guys are gonna fix?
Yeah.
Disclaimer: not painted here.
Not painted here.
Not painted here. However, cool concept. It's almost there.
So this is a good buddy of ours. Bought it, and then he, weather strips and everything because it's old.
Right.
So then we kind of rebuilt stuff. Rebuilt all the doors, new door panels, rubbers.
I didn't realize this thing was caged and everything. I mean,
oh yeah, full cage.
The interior is pretty sick on this thing. Rhino lined all the floors. Yep. You guys custom made this whole thing?
Yep, the whole latching mechanism.
Nice.
It's got a freaking toolbox latch.
That's rad.
And then a striker.
That's freaking cool. It's very clever. Very clever. I like that. And then it all ties in with the rivets, with the rigid lights. Everything kind of ties in.
Yep, and then we had to end up rebuilding this whole back door with new rubbers and windows. The guy had the top all weird.
Oh, nice. There you go. I'm also envious they have a roll-up door that's electric. Not envious of your freaking winds right now.
Yeah, it's a little windy.
It's a little windy.
Lie.
Not ideal for filming on a phone, but
pretty sick car wash.
I like this. Yeah,
We have Enterprise just in the same building, and this is where they wash the cars and we wash behind them, and we just get the benefits of having this cool car wash.
No, we got to talk about this. So you want to talk about like being resourceful right here. This thing is it's one of the first projects I think I saw of yours on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, again, this guy actually cares and can do cool stuff. So this is Jay's personal trailer here, as you'll see denoted by the Paint by Jay on the back once we get to that point.
Yeah, so this thing was a project. It was a rollover. And I worked at an RV shop, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. but I wasn't scared. I just did it. So it took about a year and a half, but it got a whole new chassis built under it. And then everything that ever goes wrong with an RV is upgraded and fixed better than ever.
Was it on its way to get delivered to the dealer and it rolled over, or how did that work?
No, so a customer was towing it with a Sprinter van.
Oh, joy.
And jackknifed it and totaled both his vehicles. So there was 2 scooters in the back and a Harley upside down when this thing flipped over.
Gotcha.
So it kind of mangled up the inside a little bit, but the guy just ended up squashing it with the insurance and gave it to the last shop I was at.
So can we talk about what you paid for this thing?
So I paid, I think it was $650.
Okay.
And then $500 back registration. And I'm in that thing 15 grand.
He built a complete new frame for this thing, right?
Yep, all new frame. I had a metal fabricator, dude. The best dude that metal fab built this frame in 3 days.
Nice. Talk about the frame, because he did a lot of cool things here if we want to talk about details.
The frame is, you know, stronger steel than the factory, but you gotta have a swing out barbecue.
Right.
And then everything, all the tanks and everything are all up in the frame rails. You can't see them, won't scrape them, damage them, or anything if you go off-roading.
Yes.
It's not a good idea to go off-roading. This thing does weigh a lot after I built it.
So if you look right here, I mean, there's just literally nothing other than the black tank drain over there.
Black tank drain, which is still protected from the front A-frame of the trailer.
Gotcha. But yeah, look how clear span that is, and it's taller, right? You said it was a couple.
I did 3 inches taller.
Which then enabled him to get rid of basically the wheel well humps inside.
Wheel well hump inside, so I can fit a razor, which is nice. And then I was able to run bigger rims and tires.
Nice. Well, then let's talk about the front of the frame here, because you extended this longer, right?
So the front of the frame is extended almost 2 feet because I put a generator on there. It doesn't stay on there because people steal shit.
Right.
But yeah, it's longer, and then I'm able to turn. You know, these trailers get so tight of a front end and they won't allow you to turn.
Yeah.
So now I can turn super turn.
So right now we're just talking about all the like custom put it back together but better way that Jay did stuff here. I mean, yeah, let's show the back half. Obviously, I mean, did you beef this ramp up too, or were those?
So
that's
the
kind of
ramp
the
is beefed up a little bit on the inside, and then I extended the ramp 2 feet because the height of the trailer, and then you got to have a party deck. So this actually folds down, and then the back of it folds up with legs, and then that awning will come out and then attach to it. So I have full shade almost on both sides of the trailer when I'm at the track. And then you got to be lit up like a trucker, so there's 16 marker lights down the side of the trailer.
There you go.
Side.
And then we talk about the paint job.
Yeah. Can't have, everybody told me, just paint it white, just paint it white. I'm like, dude, I can't be paint by Jay and have a white trailer. That
right.
Makes sense. So I literally painted this trailer by myself in 3 to 4 weekends.
Nice.
And it was a lot of work.
None of this is graphics. Everything you see on here is all painted on there. Yeah, this is rad, buddy. You did a killer job on this thing.
Gonna have to add a work for it.
There you go.
Sticker to it.
I mean, paint it on.
I don't have the keys, or I'd show you the inside, because the inside's even more sick.
Jay is, I would say, one of us, but Jay's more than us here on. So we can see we got the 24 scale, right? Is that 24 scale?
24 scale, yeah.
So that's a custom frame, right? It's got to be. Or...
Yeah. So it's a kit off of Facebook for the back half, but then there's a guy on Facebook that 3D prints these bodies for the SynCal 450 10th scale.
Okay.
But I told him I wanted a 24 scale, so he printed it. But it's like full interior, super detailed.
This thing is sick. So I mean, well, here, let's just take a step back and look at his super sweet snap-on box here.
It's a mess. Gotta have the lights.
Oh, jeez, I didn't. Yep, Jay spent some money on this one there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, nice. Let's talk about, I see you post Big Kid Blocks on everything.
Big Kid Blocks, #1 sanding block company there is.
Well, clearly you own everything they make.
Bought every one.
Okay, nice.
3D printed ratchet holders.
Nice.
Organized.
I like it. I like it a lot. And then, I mean, listen, where's your power tool drawer? Let's talk about this for a second here. You know, I walked into this shop and I saw this sweet Milwaukee toolbox over here, and I'm like, all right, you know, I feel safe here. I feel safe here. And then Jay pulls out some Ryobi's, and I'm like, Jay, what's going on, buddy?
Man, it's green.
That's the only reason he bought it.
It's the only reason.
I mean, you own, like, you paint. We could turn all the Milwaukee stuff into like this exact green.
It's not the same though.
Well, here, show this thing. This thing's rad. So I seen this and I got excited. I'm like, I didn't even know, you know, Ryobi made one of these little sanders.
No.
Zach has an Air one, which is cool, but apparently they don't. So
there's a guy on eBay that sells this kit, and then you buy the Harbor Freight Air sander or whatever one you want. There's 3M, blah blah blah, and now you got a sick file belt sander that's battery powered.
nice. Yeah, these things are super handy. I like it. But in case you don't, you know,
in case you don't like the
in case you're not addicted just to a color, we've got options over here. Multiple options.
You can get both sizes of the Milwaukee version.
There you go. So literally you buy the die grinder or the cutoff, whatever they call it, and then sweet little attachment there. You know, Jay, I mean, I know there's like $30,000 more there than here, but man, just red, you know? That's a nice box. Yeah. So hold on, pull up your picture. So Jay, not only does Jay own the real one, also owns a real Duramax, which is outside. We'll show that in a second. But he had to go ahead and build like a scale shop setup right there. These are all 3D printed boxes that match to a T this box.
So my buddy, KSP, custom scale printing, had him print all this stuff.
Nice, dude. So yeah, Jay takes his stuff seriously.
Yeah, next level.
Slash spends all of his money on toys.
Yeah, and work for apparel.
Well, yeah, I mean, well,
You know.
they're both important.
Yeah.
You got to have a balance, a healthy balance. So what do we got here? What is she, 2018?
2016.
It's a 16?
Yep.
You did the L5P hood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
L5P hood, show off motorsports front bumper spacer, color matches loading,
All right.
or color change.
Yeah, Jay's crazy. Jay wants to paint this entire truck.
Just cuts.
I mean, I would say it's a lot of work, but you know how much work that is, so.
And she's on grandpa wheels.
You went for comfort.
Yeah, comfort.
There you go. And I mean, you know, beautiful truck and all, but let's just, you know,
It's a workhorse.
I just like how you keep the themes going with everything, you know? We theme everything out, snap-on green, and work for it. Just everything. Work for it, everything.
Yep, work for it, everything.
So how long you been painting?
I have been painting for 16 plus years.
Jesus, bro. How old are you?
32.
Okay.
So ever since I was wee tall,
All right.
I've been all about it.
Nice. Nice, dude. Well, clearly it's working out for you.
Yep.
I mean, you guys are in a freaking rad shop doing killer work.
Thank you.
And I drove 9 hours to come see you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we have time traveled like 12 hours today. They let this sweet grill here sit in the paint booth and bake and cure because it's got to make a 9-hour drive tomorrow with rocks and bugs. And apparently up in Sacramento, every tree throws leaves all over the road and then just pelts your car with it. It's rough up here, guys. It's rough. I need to go back home. So Jay is over here reattaching these letters now. We didn't show like any of the disassembly because I really didn't know that I was going to be filming or doing anything. But basically these letters are plastic welded on. So you had to grind out and cut out like that little white nub stuck out here and then it like melts on. And kind of in the way that Jay's redoing it right there is how it was done from the factory. So he's actually kind of putting it back to where like you won't really be able to tell unless you know that like that plastic's supposed to be white, not black.
Yeah. That's
melted on there. So the letter's getting put back on to the level of detail you get here at Holden Collision. Ooh, that looks sick. Holy shit. Not gonna lie, man, I got a little nervous last night on like the black was the wrong idea. Yeah. Granted, we still haven't seen it on the Bronco. That might still be the wrong idea. But seeing this combo right here, this has to be the sickest Bronco grill. Like, bar none. All done in less than 24 hours.
We will.
I love you don't say that on camera because you're gonna get a lot of people be like, hey, I need this tomorrow. So Jay's going around hitting every little detail here, make sure there's no dirt specks or anything in the paint, pulling those out, then repolishing it out. What are we using there? Mothers?
3M.
Oh, okay. It's more of a brand name than I expected.
Yeah, 3M cutting compound.
Okay. He made me nervous. This thing looked perfect, and then he's like, nope, I see a dirt speck, and now it looks like that. But he says he's going to bring it back. I'm confident. I got confidence. Now he's using a Milwaukee tool.
Yeah.
She is done. She is polished. She is buffed. She is cut. rebuffed, recut. That's all the terms I know in your guys' industry. Now she's getting reassembled.
Reassembled.
So we got this little plate here. This is what holds it on to the Bronco there. We got our front camera in there. We got a little, what does this even do?
Washer on.
Does it have a washer on it? I didn't even know this thing had it on there.
Yeah.
No wonder the front one's always clean. The back one's the one that needs it. That thing's always dirty. You look like you're pondering life there, Jay.
I know.
Last minute details. Once it's on, there's no turning back, buddy. Yeah. It's only an 8-hour drive to come back to you for warranty work. It's cheaper to fly you down.
Yeah.
Can you travel with spray guns? Is that like, you know, against TSA? All right, all right. Here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Ooh. She looking good. I gotta say, for most new vehicles nowadays, getting the grills off sucks. This is super easy. I mean, it's even easier because I just watch these guys do it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. Even the magnet matches the toolbox. Look at that guy. This is the attention to detail we need in our lives. Oh, she's back. It looks so much more pink on camera. I cannot wait for the pink comments. But it is purple. It's every bit of purple in person. It is every bit of purple in person. Look how freaking sick this looks. You are the man, brother. This is the first purple thing going on the Bronco, so it's not going to make sense until the rest of the stuff is on, and I can't wait for all you guys to see the rest of the stuff. It's going to be freaking sick, but we're going to be tying in the shocks to the beadlock rings on the wheels, and then we're going to see, you know. We have nothing to base this color on other than a couple of internet pictures. Thankfully, it's far enough away. You guys know I'm a stickler for details. I know Jay is too, but it's far enough away from there to where, like, if the color's just a shade off, I don't think you're going to notice. Maybe you will. So I was thinking, you know, we've got all this purple on the outside. The one thing I don't like about the Bronco is it has orange accents inside, for the Badlands edition, at least. This grab handle that was here, and then these two grab handles that were here have these little, I mean, you can see it's all one molded piece of plastic, but by the time they put the rubber on it, you just see this little strip of orange, which does not go with the purple paint scheme here. There's a couple other pieces. I know it's kind of dark in here, but like these are little rubber pieces on the air vents, so we'll have to actually like make something for here. I wonder if we can 3D print something that's harder plastic than the soft molded rubber there. And then the seat stitching, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. I mean, we can have new seat covers made, but we'll worry about that later. And then this little elastic band, we can totally have one of those made. That's not a big deal, but these have been bugging me. Like, I don't like orange. However, that's what comes with the Badlands package. And the reason I went with the Badlands package is because it was the only one that can get you the all black interior instead of like some weird two-tone or weird color or anything like that. So I ended up not being able to go with, like, they have a pretty cool blue / teal. I don't remember what package that comes in. It might be the Wild Track. Is that red? I don't know. Anyways, we got stuck with this. So I'm going to leave these with Jay.
Sweet.
He is going to use the paint that he mixed up and color match these things, which I'm so glad I met you.
Purple.
Purple.
Not pink.
Maybe pink.
Maybe pink.
Maybe pink. But the coolest pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, the manliest of pinks.
Right.
Is a nice shade of fuchsia purple pink. I was worried about like what little stuff we can do on the Bronco that was going to make it more showy because I actually want to use it off-road. But I'm so glad we decided to do this. This was like last minute spur of the moment. Again, we showed up here thinking like maybe we'll do the R. That'd be cool. Like, you know, then I can actually have some work done by Jay and like it's something quick and simple. And then, well, we all know never ends up being quick and simple. It's always let's kick things like further and further and further. So we were looking at these little grab handles here. And as you guys can see, like kind of on the back right there, you see that it's gray plastic and there's orange plastic. And obviously when you're molding plastic pieces, you're not molding two colors, you're shoving one color in and the other color in. So that's how they were getting this as like a two-piece thing. But then we started looking a little closer at it. You can see how like this orange piece meets this gray piece right here. And well, that's not one piece of plastic. I mean, it is one piece of plastic, but it's not two colors on one piece. You can see they actually sprayed a gray over top of it there to just get that one piece that I guess they couldn't figure out how to make out of two pieces and come together. So the rubber's gonna come off. The orange isn't exactly going to separate from the gray, but Jay's going to get it all masked off. He's going to make it look super sick and then mail these back to me. So hopefully we don't do any gnarly off-roading on the drive home.
Right.
We don't need the grab handles that don't actually do anything, because when you grab them, they super flex anyway. Well, guys, it was a long drive, but we have made it back to SoCal from Sacramento, and man, does that grill look freaking awesome. A huge thank you to Jay and Clint. So glad I finally got to meet up with Jay and get some work from him. Make sure you guys hit him up if you're interested in any type of custom paint work. His work is freaking phenomenal. But with that, we're going to wrap up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. They do not miss out on any future content. This build is about to start taking shape. That was the first step. We've got a lot more steps to go and a very short time to do it. So you do not want to miss out on the SEMA crunch. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you're going to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn.